Hello everybody. So now I'm gonna talk about the order in Chinese society. Order is not civilization. Why China's stability fascinates and frightens the West. Many of you look at China and see order. Fast train, clean street, disciplined students, quiet family, efficient city, people who seem to know where to stand, when to speak, and how not to make a scene. And some people think maybe this is civilization. Maybe the West is too chaotic, loud, and individualist, individualistic, too messy, too full of people arguing on the internet as if comment section were a form of government. So, here's the question: is order the same as civilization? A prison can be orderly, an army can be orderly, a factory can be orderly, a funeral can be orderly. So the question is not whether society has order, it's where does the order due to the human soul. China's order is not only produced by police, laws, or the state. That's too simple. The deeper Chinese order begins much earlier. At the dinner table, in classroom, in family, in the way you address elders, in the way you learn to lower your voice, in the way you're told to be sensible, in the way pain is translated into don't embarrass the family. Before a child meets a state, he has already met hierarchy: father and son, teacher and student, elder and younger, insider and outsider, leader and follower. That's why Chinese order is so powerful. It's not only enforced, it is rehearsed again and again. At home, school, work, at the table where someone say, don't talk back, think of the family, be mature, don't make things ugly. Very soft words, very old cage. Chinese civilization has a very deep word, li, ritual, property, order, manner. Li is not only being polite, it's a social choreography. Choreography. Who sits where, who speaks first, who pours tea, who waits, who must not embarrass whom. This can be beautiful. It can make life graceful. It can make society less brutal. It can turn raw power into something civilized, but it has shadow. Ritual doesn't only teach respect. It teaches position. It tells everybody where to stand. And when hierarchy becomes manner, domination no longer looks like domination. It looks like good upbringing. Chinese order is powerful because it often arrives not as violence but as manner. That's harder to resist. If someone shouts, "Obey me," you know what's happening. But if someone says be sensible, suddenly you start doubting yourself. Maybe I'm too emotional, immature, maybe I should endure, maybe silence is wisdom. That's how order enters the nervous system. Order is necessary. Without order, society collapses. Without rules, the strong can eat the weak directly. Without structure, every room becomes a battlefield. This is not childish video saying order bad, freedom good. It's sharper. Does order exist for human being, or do human beings exist for order? When order becomes the highest value, people become material for the system. The child must be quiet for the classroom. The wife must endure for the family. The student must obey for the school. The worker must sacrifice for the company. The citizen must be silent for stability. The weak must disappear so the surface can remain smooth. At the moment, order stops protecting people. It starts digesting them. Order becomes dangerous when people exist for the order, not the order for people. One of the most important Chinese words is 懂事, being sensible. It sounds harmless. Every culture wants sensible people, but in Chinese life, Being sensible means something more specific. Don't make trouble, don't expose pain. Don't challenge your elders, don't embarrass authority. Don't insist too much on yourself. A child who swallows his anger is called sensible. A young person who gives up his own desire for the family is called sensible. A student who doesn't question humiliation is called discipline. A person who knows when to despair is called mature. That's when order becomes emotionally brilliant. It doesn't say raise yourself, it says grow up. The most elegant domination is the one that teach you to call self-erasure maturity. That's a cultural depth. Chinese order is not only external, it teaches you to participate in your own silencing. You often imagine Chinese order as top-down state control. Sure, the state matters, but if you only see the state, you miss a deeper story. Chinese order is civilizational. It follows through family ethics, school discipline, exam culture, faith, shame, hierarchy, and social expectation. A person learns not to disturb order before anyone officially commands him. That's why the system can feel so natural. The state doesn't need to enter every home if the home has already learned the language of order. The teacher doesn't need to become a policeman if the student has already learned to fear shame. The family doesn't need to shout if the child already carries guilt. The deepest order is not the one guarded by police. It's the one people carry inside themselves. It's not only about China. You should not sit there thinking, oh, they support Chinese people and their order. The West is also tempted by order. When streets feel unsafe, people want order. When politics becomes exhausting, people want order. When schools feel chaotic, people want order. When democracy becomes slow, noisy, and full, people seeing things that make everyone lose brain cells. People start dreaming of someone who can just fix it. That's a danger. Freedom is noisy, rights are inconvenient, debate is annoying, courts are slow, procedures are boring. Democracy looks like a group project where everybody forgot the deadline. Order looks cleaner. One noise, one plan, one direction, one beautiful machine. But a beautiful machine is still a machine. Freedom is noisy. Order is quiet. That's why order can look more mature even when it is less humane. That's why China teach you. Not that order is evil, but that order can become seductive, especially when people are tired of freedom's noise. Order is attractive because it photographs well. A perfectly aligned crowd looks impressive. A synchronized ceremony looks powerful. A clean city looks civilized. A disciplined classroom looks successful. A quiet family dinner looks harmonious. A society without visible conflict looks mature, but image can lie. A crowd can be aligned because people believe, or because they are afraid. A classroom can be quiet because students are focused, or because they have learned that questions are too dangerous. A family can look harmonious because there is love, or because one person has given up speaking. A society can look stable because justice is working, or because the pain has nowhere to go. This is a central distinction. Order is visible, dignity is harder to photograph. That's why outsiders often mistake order for civilization. Order has good lighting. Dignity often happens in invisible moments. When a child is allowed to say no, when a woman is believed, when a student can question, when a worker can object, when a citizen can criticize, when the weakest person in a room is not sacrificed for everyone else's comfort. Order is easy to film. Human dignity is harder to see. And order can assign your place. Father, son, teacher, student, whatever. but order can prove your dignity. A person is more than a role. A child is more than a student. A woman is more than a wife. A citizen is more than a subject. This is where civilization must go beyond order. Order asks, where should everyone stand? Civilization asks, what must never be done to a person, no matter what, no matter where they stand. Order can assign your place, but you can't approve your dignity. China shows the world something profound. Order can create beauty, continuity, discipline, social strength. It can make family endure, school function, cities move, and states survive. But order can also become a golden cage. The cage is most dangerous when it is clean, polite, efficient, and called civilization. The deepest test of society is not whether it can make people stand in line. It's whether the person at the back of the line still matters. The test is not whether everyone knows their place. It's whether anyone can be more than their place. When you look at China or the West, we ask, is it orderly? We also should ask who benefited from this order, who is protected by it, who is crushed by it, who is allowed to speak inside it, who must become quiet so the system can look beautiful. Order is not civilization. Order is only civilization's skeleton. Without it, society collapses. But if there is only skeleton and no soul, what you have is not civilization. You have a very well organized corpse. The final goal of civilization is not that everyone stands in the right place. It's that no human being is reduced to their place. I think that's for today. Looking forward, uh, well, I'll think about what's for next episode.